Morningstar solar controllers have been a fixture at oil and gas sites since 1993 with our very first products. Since then, we've sold over 4 million of them in over 100 countries and on all 7 continents in mission-critical installations spanning from the equator to both poles. We've earned our reputation for extreme dependability under the most extreme conditions with the lowest hardware failure rate in the industry. And that's crucial for oil and gas operators, since the charge controller is literally the heart and brain of a remote powering solar electric system, harvesting electricity from modules, running and managing loads, charging batteries and maintaining their health, along with providing critical data, remote monitoring, control, and communications functions. One additional requirement for the charge controller is safety in oil and gas operations as well as in mining and other high-risk industrial applications. More precisely, they're being rated as safe to use in hazardous locations where flammable or explosive substances may be present. That's why Morningstar's flexible little Sunkeeper and legendary Sunsaver charge controllers meet the coveted UL/CSA certification for hazardous location or HAZLOC use. That rating applies to North America, and it means that Morningstar meets UL/CSA standards for use in areas where some scary substances may be present, including acetylene, hydrogen, propane, gasoline, methane, butane. The list goes on. It also means that the Sunsaver is temperature rated to operations of up to 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right, the same temperature as boiling water. With all that, describing the Morningstar Sunsaver as one tough little charge controller is a gross understatement. With our Sunsaver now considered the most successful controller of its type in the industry, it was time to go bigger and further. So now we've achieved UL/CSA HAZLOC certification for our Sunsaver MPPT, ProStar PWM, and ProStar MPPT charge controllers. All these newly rated controllers have lighting control, which is an important feature for many oil and gas and mining applications. MPPT versions of the Sunsaver and ProStar have TrackStar technology, and they allow solar arrays to be oversized up to 520 watts for Sunsaver MPPT and up to 1400 watts for ProStar MPPT, depending on battery voltage. This enables solar designers to engineer and build bigger, to power a wider range of critical applications. Along with going bigger, we've also gone further by achieving international and European IECEx ATEX certification for ProStars and Sunsavers, as well as UL/CSA for North America. The IECEx ATEX zone system covers similar situations to their UL/CSA rating counterparts, assuring operators of protection from atmospheres containing propane, ethylene, or gases and vapors of equivalent hazard that may be present for short periods. The reason Morningstar can achieve this is that we design, engineer, and build for intrinsic safety. Sunsaver, for example, has all internal electronic components encapsulated for better isolation from the surrounding environment. In all our controllers, both internal circuitry and external connections are engineered to eliminate sparks or overheating, and every aspect of our design reflects enhanced safety considerations to prevent risk factors from accumulating. We keep operating temperatures manageable, and unlike every other charge controller in our class, we don't need cooling fans to manage heat. By not having to pull air into our controllers to properly cool them, we greatly reduce the chances of ignition should any hazardous gases be present. With Sunsaver and ProStar, Morningstar now has the most comprehensive line of HAZLOC-rated controllers in the industry, in both model diversity and power ranges. No wonder Morningstar users from the Sahara Desert to the North Sea won't settle for anything less for their remote powering systems. Take their word for it. Lucas Geider of JCE Group stated that Morningstar's high-quality, reliable controllers make them their #1 partner. Morningstar has proved to be a reliable source of power supply, even in the harsh desert conditions, according to Agile Europe. And Remco Vonk of Orga BV said that with Morningstar, they know they won't have to go back for expensive service calls in the field. We chose Morningstar controllers to regulate battery charging at off-grid oil and gas sites because they maximize battery life and they can withstand the harsh environments that are commonly associated with remote pipeline and drilling locations. Sunwise Power and Battery LLC, a supplier of quality systems to generate electrical power, store energy, and distribute power at remote sites. Lastly, Justin Taylor of Connexa exclaimed that they standardized on Morningstar because it's important for them to have tested, proven, reliable components. Morningstar, the world's leading supplier of solar controllers and inverters since 1993.